Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Francesco, and in this video what I want to do is I want to summarize a video I did a while ago, and that video started to kind of actually hit my most viewed videos, which I kind of got annoyed at because it wasn't of a high quality in which I would like it to be. And that's quality of content and quality of showcasing what I was trying to explain. This video, what I want to do is I want to go over Todoist versus Wunderlist and all of the exciting features in both of the web versions and give you a kind of takedown on what that is like. So this video is going to be that, and I hope you enjoy. Make sure to have a great week and keep productive. Cheers.
Okay, so in this review, what I want to do is go over some core things. And those things are design of the features in each of the tools, the platforms that they're available on, the daily usage and feel of both of these applications, integrations, the amount they have and the quality of those integrations, keyboard shortcuts, premium pricing, and just a general overall user experience. So that's what we're going to run through throughout this review. Let's get started. As you can see on the left-hand side, over here we have Wunderlist, and on the right-hand side we have Todoist. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly open both of these up. So this is Todoist for web in full tab view. So this is what you get when you enter the site. Over this side, we have Todoist in full view now of what you get over here on the website. And as you can see by both of the experiences, they look very tailored to the web. They've both been designed from scratch to be web accessible. And overall, I have to give the winning point for design over to Todoist. And for the following reasons, Todoist is a better design. With the recent rebrand, but also the kind of slick feel of the web design and also some of the other apps they use, I think this kind of nicks it because it feels very intuitive, it feels very fast when using it, it feels snappy, and it just feels like a business professional, but also a personal application that you can use. And it has lots of different themes too, which is really, really nice. Going over to Todoist, I think Todoist is great. The feel is nice, but it doesn't feel too kind of professional. It feels very playful, a bit too social application. So it doesn't meet kind of two of the requirements. And I think it could do a lot more if it could go a little more social in the kind of feel of it. There needs to be maybe more pictures of other people if they're actually going to be doing the social thing. And it needs to be a bit more kind of intuitive when it comes to these kind of panels. Like these panels are just white and they kind of just stagnate here sometimes. So I think they could do a lot more when it comes to this, and that's just my opinion. That moving forward, I think Wunderlist do a great job when it comes to mobile. Their mobile looks great. One thing that I think Wunderlist has above Todoist is actually the ability to change background. And here I'm a pro user. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose multiple backgrounds that kind of make the experience feel a little more interactive to the user. So that's great. That's something that it has slightly above it. And I've been using Trello a lot recently, and this kind of feature makes it feel more homely and more feel. But again, on Todoist, just to go back to this one, you can actually go over to the settings cog. And actually choose the theme you have on the Todoist settings, and then multiple amounts of them. Kind of makes it feel a bit more interactive. It transfers over to mobile too, as well as the Wunderlist one, so that's pretty neat too. The number two most important thing when it comes to this kind of application experience on Wunderlist and Todoist is where are they available? And as you can see on the left-hand side, you can see all of the available places you can download Wunderlist. And over on the right, you can see all of the places where you can download Todoist. As you can see on the Wunderlist side, they focused a lot on Windows. They've got the Mac application, Android, iPhone and iPad, Windows Phone, Android APK if you've got smaller versions of Android, I believe, and Amazon App Store and Chromebook too. So they've done a good job when it comes to just being able to access things, availability on the general side of stuff. And I'm quite impressed that they have a Windows Phone application too, which is great because obviously they are a Windows company. Over on the Todoist side, they have Android Phone, Android Tablet, Android Wear, which doesn't seem to be available on the Wunderlist. I'm just checking. They might have updated it. iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch as well. I think Wunderlist does have an Apple Watch application, and they only announced it the other day. So that's available there. Chromebook, Mac, Windows, Google Chrome, and here are a few other places that you can access Todoist, but they're more of a integration slash plugin feature. And as we see down here, we'll go into more detail on the kind of integration section too. So there are quite a wide range of places that you can get both of these, and I think they're both level pegging when it comes to this. So at the moment, it's going to be 2-1 to Todoist in terms of score. Next thing I want to talk about is kind of daily use and feel of both of these applications. At the moment, just to let you know, I am a Todoist user when it comes to daily usage. I did spend a solid week using Wunderlist with all of my tasks a couple of weeks back, both on my mobile and all of the other applications I use on my Chromebook and everything like that. And on Todoist, I'm also running it on everything that I've got, Android all the way to iPhone and Chromebook. So I have had the ability to be able to check out both of these, and basically the award would straight up go to Todoist, and essentially for the reason that it is a very sleek application. When I found being offline is one of my things that I have to do during my day, whether it's like walking to work or actually being on a train. Those periods of time are really important when it comes to getting things done and having access to things. And I'd say Todoist sneaks ahead of Wunderlist when it comes to that experience, both in labels and both in accessing tasks and information at a flick of a button, which is great. So I'd say that Todoist was great on that front. What Wunderlist was good on is when I was using the application across my day, when I was using the iPhone app, it felt great using the experience because of the background and because of the kind of playful feel of it, and I could assign lists to other people, which was great. So the backgrounds and the kind of making it interactive in terms of sharing was fantastic. I think it snaps to do a slightly better when it comes to the social aspect of stuff. When it came to getting things done across my day, I think the kind of organization feel of Todoist, the kind of structured feel they have when it comes to adding new tasks, really does beat Wunderlist. So if I just add a task here as a test, I kind of feel that the structure of how Todoist organize this when it comes to looking down in a big stream, it does feel a lot better. I know these look two very similar, but when it comes to viewing lots of them across your day, it does get a little bit tedious when you have to see Wunderlist is kind of like socially, I don't know, the context in terms of each task, actually clicking into it and seeing information. Whereas on Todoist, you can add certain labels straight up and get information at a click of a button. Whereas with Todoist, you kind of have to with Wunderlist, you have to double tap and access that all information from the actual taskbar. You can actually add that stuff on Todoist. So that was pretty useful. So overall, I kind of feel as a professional business and personal tool, Todoist really kicked it. And adding on to that, Todoist have a really cool feature that's also available through web now. So if I were to put test, but I wanted this task to be assigned for today at 10 p.m., then it automatically assigns it for them, which is great. And you can do this, I'm going to test it again, test 2. So I'm going to say next WED at 1 p.m. every week. At 1 p.m. every week. And that's fantastic. It's able to accept that bit of information. Okay, it didn't do it quite well there, but you can do that on mobile as you go across your day. So the intelligent input allows you to add tasks really fast and really fluidly. So that's another kind of benefit that they have above Wunderlist. That's one thing I like about Wunderlist. They actually have really nice sound notifications, which make the kind of daily experience really fun. So for kind of daily use, it really depends on who you are. So I'm going to give both of these equal points, 1-1 here. So it's 3-2 on the scoring. And I tell you why, because Wunderlist is more of a social application and Todoist is more of a personal business, professional application. So that's the reasoning why. Through the core and main features that really interest the top users of Todoist and Wunderlist. So on Wunderlist side, Slack is a very good integration. They have done a great job. Really, really good work in terms of making anything that you want to connect on Slack, in terms of actually completing tasks and updating others on tasks on specific lists through Slack very well. And I can show you how that works in a minute. Through Sunrise, as you know, that Microsoft have bought Sunrise, so the integration there has been really, really great, where you can kind of actually take all of your tasks and put them all in your calendar, which is really, really great. The next thing that's amazing, and I've been using for quite a while now, just to test, is Google Now with Wunderlist. So being able to see all of your kind of actionable tasks and actually assigning to-dos straight from saying, okay, Google, create to-do for tomorrow, ... So that's pretty useful too. There isn't a hideous amount of Wunderlist integrations when it comes to an overall amount, but they have access to Zapier, and Zapier is a fantastic service that allows you to integrate other things, a bit like IFTTT, if you want to check it out. So that kind of makes up for it. But again, I think Wunderlist doesn't have that many integrations, and I think that's because it's not so much of a business app, but it has a great quality of integration, which is quite important when it comes to integrations for sure. Going over to Todoist, Todoist has a small amount of integrations. They also have a tool called Power App, which works in the background to work with applications like Evernote, Pomodoro, and a lot of other applications that you can access and kind of build into the service. As I mentioned with Zapier, Zapier does well with Todoist. I've actually been using it for a while. Actually using Zapier alongside my calendar. So whenever I create a calendar event that says meeting in it, it automatically updates Todoist with a task saying create agenda for ... meeting, which is really, really powerful. So Zapier works really well. The quality of integration is quite high there. I would say that the Sunrise integration is a fantastic one that they've got. Some of these I'm not too sure work 100% correctly. I've had some issues with IFTTT. I've had some issues with Google Now integration too, and some with a bit of draft as well. So I'm not entirely convinced that some of the integrations on Todoist are fantastic, but I think that they're working on this with the Power App feature, and I think they're going to be kind of pushing this out. As I was talking about earlier, there are plugins and integrations that allow you to kind of go deeper with your Todoist. So as I mentioned, they have a Google Chrome application, a bit like Wunderlist does, but they have a Firefox, Gmail, and Outlook application, which kind of make things really, really great because you can add things straight away from your kind of email browser without having to leave the experience, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to quickly demo the Gmail application because I think this is a really valuable one. Okay, so I've got an email here from myself, pretty lame, but I've got an email. And what I can do straight from the Todoist plugin on email is add this as a task. And what it will allow you to do is simply add it straight away. And down here, I can click this and go straight into the email if I wanted to, which is fantastic. So that's a really, really useful tool when moving forward with actually cracking on with some emails and pushing that forward. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave keyboard shortcuts to another episode because I want to focus on premium services for both. Because obviously some of you guys are looking to actually go a bit deeper with both of these applications. And it's important to understand what's available from a premium aspect. And I think when it comes to productivity apps that you actually get a really good offering on kind of premium apps across the board when it comes to actually using them across your day, because these are really valuable applications and have a direct ROI when it comes to producing work. It's a bit like a fitness application. This is quite powerful. So we have on the left-hand side Wunderlist Pro and on the right-hand side Todoist Premium. So let's explore what both of them have. So let's start with Wunderlist Pro. With Wunderlist Pro, you get unlimited assigning, so you can actually, go in groups and actually delegate things to people and share the workload. and that's unlimited when you're using Todoist, when you're using Wunderlist, sorry. But on Todoist, you get this one integrated up to 25 people from the freemium. Okay, so file of any size, you can actually add any size folder, which is fantastic on the actual Wunderlist. When it comes to that, that's quite useful moving forward. That's pretty useful moving forward. You get the ability to add unlimited subtasks, which you do on Todoist freemium too. So that's a not very huge win when it comes to using this. You get 10 new pro backgrounds, which is pretty interesting, something that could be useful. So as you can see, there are full breakdown of features. Adding files, assigning to-dos, subtasks, and backgrounds. So as you can see, it's $4.99 a month in dollars. That's about $3.20 in pounds. So that's pretty reasonable. That's about £35 per year. So let's run over what Todoist exactly does when it comes to premium. So on Todoist Premium, you get notes and file attachments, something that you don't get if you don't have Premium, which is quite useful when it comes to team management. You get mobile and email reminders, which is quite powerful, something that you already get on this service Wunderlist. Location alerts, that's pretty useful. Automatic backups, improved labeling system, custom filters, tracking your productivity, tasks, searching, accessing tasks via iCalendar, add emails as tasks, project templates, and always stay in sync, unlimited sync. So actually with Todoist Premium, you seem to be getting a lot more, but a lot of this stuff should be in the free version. So I guess you do get a lot better kind of experience and actual full access when it comes to Todoist Premium. And on Wunderlist, you actually get more in the freemium, but actually have to pay more for the kind of small actual vital features to the application. So overall, if you're looking for a better deal for your dosh, it's actually 5p per day on Todoist and £18 over the whole year. Sometimes they do, £13, I think, for a year, which is great. But if you're going to go Wunderlist Pro, you're going to have to be dishing out £35 across the year on average. So I think Todoist does a little bit better when it comes to premium overall. So I think that is a winner for Todoist, but Wunderlist Pro does a good job in terms of making their premium quite an interesting experience. Okay guys, so now it's my time to overview both of these applications. In all of the stuff that they do, I think that they do a great job. They're both two leading applications in the services. And I think collectively they've got over 10 million users across both of the services. I think that Todoist has become a very out of the blue character that's done a really great job. And Wunderlist is killing it at the moment in terms of adding new features and new tools that will allow them to be more business class and actually being used in everyone's pockets across all devices. So I think just if you were looking for that experience that is more social, more easy to use, basic and kind of jump in, Wunderlist is your kind of character. If you're looking for a professional business class application that's speedy and is more personal as well, you're looking at Todoist. But overall, I think Todoist snaps the bar at being a better task management application. Anyway, guys, if you like my review, please do comment in the description below. I'm looking to do a few more of these, maybe with Dropbox and Evernote and Sunrise and Fantastical, some other services like that. So please do drop a comment if you like this. What are you using between the two and why are you using them? Looking forward to hearing from you. Make sure to have a great week and keep productive, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.